Hi, this is Dee from Dee Scrapbooks, and I am doing the November layout share for one page layouts. This is part one, November 2019 layout share for one page layouts. And I'm starting off with this one because as I was going through the pile, it was falling apart on me. I need to find my letter U, which is somewhere in my bucket. So I wanted to use that one before I moved it and moved all the letters. I'm gonna have to go back and glue them down. I try not to use extra adhesive just because I don't want it to show through or bleed. But I'm gonna have to go back and do it on this layout because there were way too many letters. But this was a BYSS Bash Your Scrapbook Stash Facebook group challenge, and I'm trying to use as many thickers as possible throughout 2019, and now for 2020 I took the challenge again. The goal is to use up 1,200 thickers, because if you have as many as I do, you should not be buying any more before you start using them up. So I did, and I found this idea on Pinterest, and it was something to do with words that go with the picture. This was a photo that I took at my favorite Japanese steakhouse, and they made a heart for us and love and all of that. So I use words to describe our relationship on here, and I did manage to use a lot of thickers on here. So I was pretty proud of it. So I gotta find the U because it starts with us. For this one, and I hate doing this, is I'm covering up this photo because there's personal information on it. Otherwise, I know how much people hate it because I hate it too. But this is the only way I can show off the layout. I wanted to show that I used a PL card from this kit. It is one of my favorite all-time collections from Simple Stories, one of their love collections. But it was just great paper. And throughout the month of November, I wind up actually using up the rest of the itty bits that I have. So I have a few more layouts in here, and I did get a lot done in November. November is my birthday month, so I do get lots of time. The kids will leave me alone for my birthday weekend so that I have time to scrap. So it's beautiful, and I do get a lot done. I appreciate that. This is another layout created with that same collection, but this is not a PL card. I am pretty sure that this was the scraps that I had left used up. So I was trying to kill this kit, and that's what I did, tried to add all the little embellishments that were still left. This is also from that, and these are PL cards. You know, you cut the cut up part page. I always like to use the little markers to make my edges, just to finish off the page. And I did use some ink on it too, which black is one I like to use all the time. This was a fairy Felicity Jane kit that I use, and this is my daughter Hijab. This is also the same Felicity Jane kit. This is one of those little girls that you get in their monthly kit, which I always save up for special little things. And this one I wore for the mixed up day. We had inside out crazy hair day, so you can see I look like a crazy person in my pictures. My team members look great. They didn't try the inside out, and they didn't go all the way out like I did. They made it look all nice and cute. So I need to pick up some pointers there because I look like a hot mess. This paper, I'm not sure who it is from. I think Jelly Bean Soup. And this was a special treat that my husband got for me from Norman Love Confectionaries. This is also a different time that he got me some little pastries. These are cakes. This is strawberry banana. This is a chocolate mousse. They were amazing. This is also some Felicity Jane paper from their kit, which if you have never checked out their kits, please go onto their website and check it out. They are amazing. I love their stuff. This is also Felicity Jane kit, and this was trying to use up the last itty bitty pieces that were left. And for a challenge, we needed to use border stickers. I think that's what that challenge was. This is also Felicity Jane. This is my daughter, my youngest daughter, my nephew. As you can see, the wish is behind him, so that's why they're trying to hold him up. He was in a horrible motorcycle accident. He has good days or bad days, so he was really pushing himself because this is his favorite cousin's birthday. So we all went out to dinner. This is also Felicity Jane. This tissue paper is what they wrap your kits in, and I love when I can use it in a layout. It just gives that extra little dimension, that texture. So that's another tip. And this one I did offset it. As you can see, and I love to use white as a background. This is another Felicity Jane kit, and this one, as you can see, I was trying to show off how big my stack of layouts that I needed to file away was, and they went into all these albums here. So I actually had layouts for 7 different albums, but I did get them done then. Just can't stand doing that. This is also Felicity Jane, including the background paper, and then my little pocket. I use a piece of the cardstock. I folded it over and stapled it in so that it could be my pull and push for the tag for my journaling. I like to do a lot of journaling, hidden journaling. I love to show off my layouts, but I don't think that everybody should read all my innermost thoughts. For this layout, this is a layout, really old American craft paper, but the pictures of a student. So I also need to hide this one. So this video has a lot of hidden pictures in it. I apologize for that in advance. I know how much people hate it because I hate it. This is another Felicity Jane kit collection. Of course, when everybody's not matching, black and white pictures is the way to go, and then use your colors for your mood and feel, like Janet Madison says. This is my niece and my youngest daughter with some Snapchat filters. This is also an old, I think that was a Basil collection. This is also part of that Basil collection. I was trying to use it up and finish it. This is an American Crafts line. I'm not sure which one. I think it's Jen Hatfield. But again, lots of different colors. So the black and white pictures and then the pop of colors. Sometimes this is therapeutic to go ahead and cut out little pieces of the paper for that added, you know, that visual triangle. This one I try to coordinate to my grandson's jacket, also give you that visual triangle. This is my youngest daughter, and for this one I was trying to get rid of all the paper I had in my stash for this collection. This is pretty short, old MME collection, but it bit the dust here. For this one, this is my grandson again, and that's what his brand new jacket that we got him for Superman. So I tried to like give it a little curve to give it the like that S curve on there to go with their pictures. This is also American Crafts, or Bella Boulevard. It could be either one, I'm not sure on this one. But this is my daughter for the beginning of the year celebration in high school is homecoming. So that's what that was for. Again, that visual triangle. This is my daughter who made treats for the Ronald McDonald House. She was interested to volunteer, and that was one of the things that they asked her to do. So she had a lot of fun and spent a lot of time and money putting the ingredients and making all these little snacks so the parents could have something for the kids, for themselves when they were in the house. This was for Mother's Day. My daughter and I, all the kids, they went out to the beach with me, which is where I love to be. That's why you get your title right here. And this was from a paper pad from a challenge that we had for BYSS Facebook group. This was a lot of fun, and I actually got to bash the whole entire paper pad, which is not normal for me. This is really old MME. And then I use one of the cards as a PL, since that's also one of my goals, to use up PL cards. This is old MME as well, which I double matted so that the pictures pop, because they're nice and bright and yet dark at the same time. So I put them on that white background. This was Dinosaur Week with my team, as you can see, with the youngins and this old lady. This is old MME as well, and this was at the movie theaters. You know, those cartoon cutouts that they are like wafer thin. They actually look pretty 3D on here, so it was kind of cool. My kids loved Woody, and I loved Toy Story. Another layout done with that MME this. I'm not sure who it was, but this is the admin, Gina from BYSS Facebook group. Hi Gina, if you're watching. This is my cousin's youngest son. I hardly ever get to spend any time with him, so I had a lot of fun hanging out with him. I can't remember who this collection is from, but I'm sure it was one of the American Craft ones. This was also American Craft, but I think this was Jen Hatfield, and I just have a thing about Pandora. I love Pandora. I love butterflies, and my husband found the perfect gift to give me this year, well, last year. And it's this butterfly pendant. It's also a brooch, and it hangs on a bracelet. It could go on a necklace, and that's what this is, the necklace. I just something magical and majestic about butterflies. So I had to document it because I would like my kids, when I have passed on and they inherit the jewelry, that they know what the pieces mean and why. This is really old MME I was trying to bash. And this is my cousin and his two kids who I'd never even met before. I love the Cheesecake Factory, but it's over an hour away from me. So when I do get there, I tend to get the same things that I love every time, which is their chicken and shrimp jambalaya. It's just amazing. And some cheesecake. You can't go to Cheesecake Factory and not have cheesecake. This is my aunt, and I'm pretty sure the paper is chili bean soup. I think this is Cartabella, but as you can see, neither one of them smiles, so that's why I put Joy as the title of the layout, because getting them to even take a picture is hilarious. Again, this is my two sons, my middle son and my youngest son. This day my son was getting ready to leave. He is not here in Florida, so when he comes, I try to take as many pictures as possible. These are a picture of my granddaughter with her new sneakers that we got her that were Disney. So I used some Disney paper, even though it wasn't a Disney event, but it was, you know, Disney sneakers, and it's still Disney. So she loved them. She put them on right away, so I had to snap a pic. This is also the day my son was leaving, so he posed for pictures with everybody, so I made layouts of all of them. And these were actually PL cards from my Mind's Eye. This is really old, my Mind's Eye, and this is from the same trip when he was home. This is also from American Crafts, but I'm pretty sure it's Jen Hatfield. And this, I just love the colors in this, and it's from a paper pad, so I love using papers from a paper pad. So I'm trying to use up a second paper pad this year. This is also an American Crafts company, and this is for a new cupcakery. I mean, it's not my favorite in LaBelle, but they were all right. For my daughter's birthday, we found this awesome collection called Party Like a Panda from Photoplay. So I use most of the pages in this collection on her birthday and related things with birthdays. So as you can see, this is Amanda. We call Amanda Panda. So we had to party like a panda and use that collection. We used that collection again here. This was for my son's birthday. We used that collection here for my son's birthday. Once again, this is my son's birthday. And what I loved about it was that it had the blues and it had the pinks, and you could intertwine them. And I love that I could cut the inside out and use it on another layout. So I got my, you know, it was a small kit, one of their first ones, I think. So I did get my money's worth. I got a ton of layouts done with that paper. This is another one, and this uses one of that piece that I cut out from the previous layout, and then I used some L Studio. And then finally, my last layout is very simple. I am big believer of the brand from RTS, and this is one of those layouts. I was just so proud of my little girl because she got her first big paycheck and she wanted to get treats for me. She came, she picked me up, she had this waiting for me on the passenger side. So it was really cute that she thought about me with her first like official check, which probably wasn't even $100, but she spent like 20 of it just getting me treats, some chocolate covered strawberries and Krispy Kreme that I love. So I was really excited. It made me feel special that she thought about me with the little bit that she had. So I must have done something right. So thank you for watching. This is it, end of November 2019.